It's not fair! His attempts keep backfiring, so Art decides to unleash his ultimate weapon and asks her if she would like to become his friend. But instead of running away, she says the word friends. This is the first time Art's ever gotten a response, so he goes on to continue trying to lure her into being his friend. However, she tells him that it's impossible for them to ever understand one another, and she runs away from him. Irina runs back in tears to her father, and Art comes to tell him that his advice was just as worthless as his face, but sees Irina and thinks that this is fate. Throughout the next few weeks, Art is an adamant, persistent man who continues trying to become her friend, but she just kept running away from him. The only thing he kept wondering was,
why are you running? Why are you running?
On her birthday, Art gifted her a bouquet of roses, but Irina asked him how he knew her birthday. Art replied that he knows everything about her, even how many moles she has and all their private locations.
What?
She burned his flowers and called him a creep. Art, however, will not give up. In the middle of one of the nights, Irina electrocuted a bear but noticed Art was watching her. Art reveals that he's here to escort her home, but Irina begins running away from him. He kept following everywhere she went, and he told her that she's like a moon. Nay, she is even more beautiful than any moon in this world. In fact, he went on to explain in simpler terms.
I like you, and I want you. Now we can do this the easy way, or we can do it the hard way. The choice is yours.
She ran away, and Art thinks he will never give up. Art goes home, and holy shit, this dude's a psycho. He's tried using poems and singing, but none of it worked. This didn't even work in his previous life.
Anyways, I don't care.
Wonder why. While laying down, Art hears the sounds of people screaming and sees that goblins have invaded the village. The girls who rejected him are getting chased by goblins, and he thinks it serves them right for rejecting him. His father begins battling against the goblins, and the mayor comes and reveals that Irina has been missing since today's morning. Immediately, Art realizes this could be his fault for causing Irina to run after all his attempts. So Art promises to find her and come back. He takes off flying, which shocks both of the men. In the middle of the forest, Irina is surrounded by goblins from all sides. They mock her for thinking she would have beaten them, and Irina realizes that she has no hope. The goblin asks her if she's going to be screaming for her friends, but she doesn't have any. She remembers how everyone in this world continued calling her scary and bullying her. So Irina decided to give up and throws her weapon down. The goblins are ready to end Irina and jump towards her. Irina calls out Art's name for the first time. She asks him why he would do such a thing, so he reveals that he wanted to save her poison goblins. Irina warns him and tells him to run, but Art will not run away. He activates his lightning abilities and destroys all of the goblins standing in his way. He warns the goblin.
Very abrupt transition. Quickly, Watcher of Realms is a next-gen fantasy RPG, just like
Well, I want that right there.
magical, exquisite, animated out of its own mind. It hasn't launched yet officially, but for the time being,
No way!
she really woke up and said, "Get my clan."
I actually got that.
Going to war. If trees looked like this, humanity would be in big trouble. I, for one, am extremely amazed. Forget monkeys and balloons. The guy who wrote the book Art of War said, "Ignore my book and download that app." Faction and True lore is so deep that George R.X. Martin simply said, "Wow, I better get back to work." This guy's backstory is that he struggled to find work ever since that Christopher Nolan Batman. Remember Goblin from Pokemon? This is him now. Every level has a menacing boss just like this. Tim
I love
guild
Blade
partners
Runner.
to challenge this dragon because he had just got you off the track on your way to work. This game's an RPG, so you will be beefing up your heroes like Jeffrey Bezos on his testosterone replacement therapy. Fill up your camp and explore game modes like campaign and PvP because you have nothing else going on. Go ahead, change your whole life and pre-register right now. Scan this QR code or click the link in the description so you can be ready to dive into Watcher of Realms as soon as the game goes live. What's about Watcher of Realms?
Download Watcher of Realms for free now.
That come to me, man. I'm gonna see these. I never expect to get that in the woods.
And Ard stares at him once again to send the fear of God. He tells the goblin to regret the decision he's made with a glance. He makes him explode in his place once more. Ard comes towards Irene, asking her if she's okay. But the only thing she wonders is why he saved her, because all she wanted to do was perish. She's been lonely and isolated.
I think he thought he got that. Let's go. I have no fear. Bro literally has to go way up there just crazy.